So I think this is a good place to start. Okay, I'm very excited for what I'm doing right today. I am playing Age of Wonders for the first time in about 4 years, and I am a modder of the game, and so I decided to play with all my mods to sort of showcase them, and I'll explain what they do as I go along. Now, the special thing that I'm doing here is I am doing something I've never done before, which is play the campaign. So I'm playing on hard difficulty. I'm decent at the game. I used to be pretty good, but I haven't played, like I said, in 4 years, so I think hard's a good place to be. The campaign has hard instead of the normal difficulty rating of Emperor, so I just went for the hardest possible. See how it goes, see if the campaign's any good. I've skipped the opening story because that took me like 5 minutes, and I just wanted to get into the action. And so I've walked from this point here down to here. And we found bandits, which kind of goes against the story because the story was we were walking to a council and we were tracked by bandits, but now we're hunting them down. So it's kind of a preemptive strike rather than actually being a good person, you know? This is just telling me how to play the game, which I think I know how. I wasn't able to figure out how to control the camera earlier, so we'll see if that's actually true. Let's go do the quest and kill some bandits. My first time doing a combat in years. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So I also told it I didn't want a tutorial, so I'm not sure what all that's about. And the other slight concern I have is I don't know if mods actually work on... Okay, it looks like they do. So, first thing I did, I gave sprint to all elves. So that's the first this is the wrong kind of balance mod, which gives sprinting to all elves. The idea behind the wrong kind of balance mod is to... Well, basically, it was to make the Dread Reaper, I think it's called, of the undead units, feel a bit more powerful. And so I buffed it massively. And then every other change was made to balance around that decision. But it's more than that. It's to make everyone feel overpowered. So I want everyone to have something crazy, and you're like, okay, that's broken. You can't have that. But the game remained balanced. Whether or not I've done that is that's a different question altogether. The idea is you look at someone, like a cannon kills an entire unit in one shot, and you're like, okay, that's busted. You can't have that in the game. And then the next thing, and then suddenly elves can always sprint, and you're like, okay, now that's super busted. And you're just constantly, yeah, it's just a bunch of everything's busted. I'm trying to remember how to play a game and talk at the same time. This is a challenge. I believe I gave Scoundrels the Thrown Out ability in the Wrong Kind of Balance mod as well. The Wrong Kind of Balance mod is going to have the majority of the changes simply because it is a massive overhaul. It's possibly the biggest mod overhaul on the workshop. The Empire Building mod would be the other one that I would put in that category. And then there's an expansion mod which adds like bugs and stuff, which is massive. And then Gloweye has also made, I think it was Gloweye, made a mod which just adds more map generation options, and that one's also pretty massive. But this mod changes everything. I do have a Word document, which I will have to find at some point, for all the little details I don't remember. And I'm not going to be playing perfectly because the perfect gameplay is you level up every unit once, every battle, and it involves stun locking and healing, and yeah, I'm not going to do that. Okay. Well done, sister. They'll not trouble anyone anymore. The talks are not bearing fruit at all yet. I don't like it. Most lords do not seem inclined to even listen to us. Oh, my ears. Okay. Jeez. I'll try to find out what their true motives are. Got their apostrophe backwards. Thank you, brother, and good luck with that. However, it seems I am not finished yet. It is apparent that a number of brigands were not accounted for, and there are tracks leading south. There is a high elf village there, Eldast, which may be in danger. Gambleg declares war. Thundrin, this treachery will not go unanswered. Your brother has broken the peace by attacking one of my guests. Izzo, Thanis fell in the attempt, just as the rebels you incited against me have fallen. I have raised their villages as a lesson to others. Their blood is on your hands. Thundrin is horrified. Thanis, no, my beloved brother, dead. Why? There's no rebellion, and there's no rebels in those villages. You murdered innocent people, and Thanis would never be the first to attack. Surrender or suffer. Your lies cannot sway me, rogue. The actions of you and your brother have made it clear to me that the Commonwealth is the only reasonable party here. So I have joined them. Thundrin recollects herself. It is the so-called Peaceful Council that is the lie. I will find out what truly happened. My troops, we will replenish our strength in Eldast. We need to raise an army now. The traitorous orcs betrayed his duty and the trust of the Elven court. he shall die. What happened there was the orcs agreed to be the host of a peace talk between the elves and the humans, and Julia tagged along with her brother to watch them. And I guess someone feels betrayed somewhere, or they use that as an excuse to join them. But that's the story that you missed basically in the first 5 minutes that I skipped over. Okay, so assassins, I changed their backstab ability to, yeah, be 2 to 3 times as strong as it used to be. And on top of that, they have Mischief Managed, so they can now teleport, and they are also able to pass wall. I gave them the ability to walk through walls. They shouldn't be Frostlings. I don't know what that's about. What is that about? It says all these humans are Frostlings, and I don't know why. I might have to do some bugs fixing at some point, but that might just be an artifact of the campaign being so old. Yeah, basically we do not want these assassins anywhere near us. But on the plus side, they attacked us, so they have to come to me. I feel like everything is moving slowly. Doesn't seem to be an option to move units faster. Maybe my system can't handle the game and the recording. We'll see how it goes. Or maybe this is what... I know you can make them move faster if you do that. But... Oh, that's right. Oh, well. If only there was some button that made things move faster. Okay, so the assassins are slightly in range. I still don't want to deal with them. So if I give my Storm Sisters this, they ignore line of sight penalties and they can just destroy whatever they attack. Okay. Now what's going to happen if I do this is they're going to throw a net on me, and then the assassins are going to run through there and kill me, but I've committed now, so. Is it a stupid move if you knew it was a stupid move when you made it? Or they'll try to flank me. Regrowth. Excuse me? Oh, right, of course. So you have regrowth too then, eh? Yeah, well that's handy. Yeah, so another detail is that if you attack someone from behind, you do more damage? Double damage, maybe? Well, I'm sure I'll figure it out. Good thing I skipped that tutorial. Anyways, if you attack someone from behind, you do better against them. Well, one thing you do is you spin them around, which uses up their movement points. But yeah, if that assassin had gotten a backstab off, he would have killed any of the units he attacked, including Sundrin here, and I would have lost. So they want me to protect their city, and now they want us to go east. But there is a refugee camp? Like cartographers. And then we've got some haste berries over here. Ooh, column of champions. No, stop! Ah! Pathfinding. Oh man, that sucks. Okay. So what the column of champions does is it levels up every unit that steps on it by 1 level. And you can step an entire stack of units on it. And so I was trying to walk around it, but the game pathed through the barrens instead of the fertile plains. Not that I'm bitter or anything. Okay. Ooh, interesting. So this is the Travelstone Builder from my mod Travelstones. And what they do is they make roads way faster. Now we get to upgrade Julia because I accidentally stepped on the level up statue in the column of champions. Oh man, you have no idea how good this feels. I haven't played in so long. What do I want from her? Give everyone wall climbing. That might end up being quite good. I'll want her to survive, so I'll give her a little defense. This is my throne city, And if I die, I'll go back to the city instead of losing the game. And these structures I have no benefit from until it's inside my domain, is what that's getting at. And structures inside my domain, like this one, get a benefit from. I need to find the body of my brother and give him a burial. This great farm is giving me a bunch more population, which means the city will grow faster. That'll take 8 turns to grow. But it's slowed down by the existence of this fairy city. Now the fairy city, I'm going to actually move this elf away, because if I've done everything correctly, fairy city should fog over again. Or not? One of my, I think, the wrong kind of balance makes the fairy cities fog over, but it could be because it was revealed by the cartographer. I'm not sure how that interacts. I'll just keep moving on down there, and I'm going to keep trying to build the travel stone to speed up my rate of doing everything. And I should probably build a settler as well, actually, to come over here and grab all these. Okay. So the travel stone builder, build a travel stone, obviously, but it is quite expensive, I believe. Yeah, 400 gold. It's meant to be prohibitively expensive. But the travel stone also operates as a builder, so I can just do that. Now, building's a little bit finicky in this game. Building roads is a bit finicky because you can't build through shadows. And the reason they did that was people were using them to scout by just clicking everywhere in areas you couldn't see and seeing where it could and couldn't move to figure out which was impassable terrain. Which is unfortunate because we've lost ease of use as a result. Okay, so that, I don't know if, yeah, it's just a random upgrade. Okay, we've got some wolves there, wargs. We'll go for the siege workshop so stuff builds faster. And then use the last of my movement just to protect my units. So all units, I guess I'm doing this because this is the campaign and this is the tutorial. I guess I'm doing a bit of a tutorial here for people that don't know this game. All units that are adjacent to the attacked unit are joined in the battle, no matter which faction they're part of. So you could have like 6 different armies and 6 different factions all fighting in the same battlefield. I think. Actually, I'm not 100% sure on that. It might just be allies and enemies. It's a very rare situation, so I could be misremembering. And once again, I don't need to move. That's their problem. And 3 Longbowmen in this game, I don't think I buffed them, but they are just ridiculously strong. They're one of my favorite units. Oh, we'll see. Let's see what we need. So when they defend at their end of the turn, is it a 40% bonus? I don't remember anymore. But you can't be flanked is the big bonus part of it. Now you have an attack of 9 and 2, and you have an attack of... So you're better. Oh, I did that backwards. And they ignore shields because of their overwhelming ability, but... Okay, so we just got some hunters. Wow, nice. Hunters are a warlord unit, and they're a very good warlord unit. Because they can travel on any terrain. Hmm. In theory, I could just build an outpost out here to grab the resources instead of building myself another town, but I'll go for the town. And okay, so this lead voice rune is part of my Nolim Kimber mod, which is a mod based on a book I wrote, which is called Nolim Kimber, which I can put a link for somewhere, I guess, in the description maybe. And so it's based on that mod. It's based on that book to celebrate it, but it's also just a mod which allows you to combine specialties. So in the game, there's specialties like we're a rogue, and we are a creation adept, and we are an air adept. And so what my mod does is it takes multiple aspects. And so if you take life and air, for example, it'll give you something unique, like the breath of life type ability. So a lead rune, I won't be able to say because I had to do some. It's 100% compatible mod with any other mod, and to do that, I had to do some technical wizardry stuff. So I added some basically secret or hidden abilities, which make everything work behind the scenes, but you won't be able to see it as you play, probably. You can win a whole game with a handful of Grimbeak Crows because they're the best scouts in the game. You can actually cast in your domain, so I might as well do it this way. Okay, so they've got Exalted. He is a Theocrat, which means he focuses on God and godly things like that. And these are flying, which takes away one of the main advantages of my crows, unfortunately. So I'm just going to have to fall back. Queue up some more crows. Because they are that good. These guys can catch up with the rest of my army. I'm going to the city over here. What is the move button? Is it J? No, that's next. Is it K? M? It's M. I mean, M would make the most sense, but no, that doesn't mean anything. I think I need... Ooh, I need money. Look, I'm hemorrhaging coin right now. How do you get money in this game? I don't remember. I guess a bigger city. Wait, can't I just, like... Yeah. In theory, I can just take this city by flying across it. But a couple crows isn't going to do it. I'm willing to negotiate. Am I willing to negotiate? No, I changed my mind. So the problem is if I sign a peace treaty with them, then we'll be at peace for a few turns, and then I can try to convince them to join me. And I would rather just take their city. Man, this is such a good game. Look, sorry, So we've got the creation node giving everyone all friendly units, +2 defense, +2 resistance, and a bunch of happiness. And we are the belligerents here, so I'm gonna move on forward. I probably would have given the Longomen like +1 range if I knew how, but I don't think there is a way to affect range in this game. At least not an obvious one. Like there is towers do it. Sorry, walls increase your range, but it seems to be hard coded as far as I can tell. Which is a shame. No, the Storm Sisters are pretty tough. I think I can get away with doing this. And if I end my turn, everyone defends. So. And not only are they tough, they can do this. These are stunned, and now this counts as flanking. 9 versus... So it looks like it's... I don't know. 50% more damage? I guess it would be called flanking. Flanking does more damage. Flanking adds 2 bonus damage for each damage type. Oh, okay. You know what? I never knew that, actually. So, there you go. I'm already learning stuff from the tutorial. Not from doing the tutorial, but, you know, kind of counts. I'm a little concerned about the ogres here. I might just kill my elves. Which, you know, I probably should have used Quick Dash, actually, on the elves. But hey, in 4 years, I'm allowed a mistake. I'll kill different set of elves, but yeah. Ideally, now Storm Sisters, they get a stunning attack at gold. Yeah. So I want to get these guys leveled up as fast as possible. On the plus side, my army all fits now. So we'll call that intentional. They have a quest for me. Yeah. Unfortunately, I kind of did a little betrayal. I probably should have just done their quest. Sundrin, good, you are still alive. My name is Reskar. I was part of the council. Thanos told me you were here. Please, Gambleg has gone mad. Can you offer shelter for these refugees? I helped them flee while he raised the cities. I thank you for helping them. Can you tell me what happened? Do you know what happened with Thanos? Do you have any information that could aid me? I don't know much, I'm afraid. It happened when I was away. They said there'd been a fight, but I saw Thanos had wounds in his back. Things move fast, as if prepared. Gambleg has switched sides to the Commonwealth and has his troops raise the High Elf cities. They tried to stop me from leaving, but I fought my way out. I know that this isn't what you hoped for. I am convinced Thanos was innocent. He was kind, gentle, the only one who treated me with respect. He alone voted in favor of allowing me to submerge the Radiant Egg, a sacred artifact of my people, in the Pool of Origins. I'd be honored to help his sister any way I can and join forces with you. Thank you. You are very welcome to join me. I could very much use an ally. The world has taken a turn for the worse. A turn for the worse. Very worse. And when we retake the pool for the Elven Court, you are most welcome to submerge your artifact in it. That's a lot of adverbs in one paragraph. We need to get to Gambleg, find Thanos' body, give him a burial. Will do. High Elf Settler can build a city in this area. The best place to place our structure would be where all the resources. It gives population to the nearest town, so... Yeah, I don't need knowledge nearly as much as anything else. That'll do. Last Chalgi. Alright. Got some... They've given me some draconic people to guard it. I guess they could also... Oh no, should I? I want to save it for the refugee camp, but I don't want my foes to just come and grab it. Okay, so these things are really strong. And I have no spell power. Maybe I just sit here a turn. Can you build this turn? Yeah. Didn't actually want you to be heading out there, but I'm gonna work with that. There we go. Going to want Builder's Hall. There's probably proper build orders for this game that people have figured out work really good, but I have not played in such a long time. You know, it always depends on what you want to do anyways in the first place, so I'll just, I just go for a Master's Guild, like, right off the bat. Oh, I don't have the money to. I guess a shrine won't hurt. Over here, you'll just be waiting on that. And then I will take this city. fairies are spooky because of that. No, it was always intuitively dangerous, but that with flanking, because they have 3 damage types, they do 6 more damage per shot when they flank you. And you also, basically, there's no one that has full resistance to them because they're going to hit you with something that works. And that's not even a change I made, that's just fairies. How fast are they? Gee. That's unfortunate. You know, what can you do? Like, not throw away the lives of your units? That sounds crazy. I'll get those out of there. What is range strength? Do they do more damage when they shoot out of range or something? They have lessened vision because of the Fey? You know, I don't know what that Fey thing is because I didn't add anything called Fey or lessened vision. So I guess that's a base game thing? Don't know. Ooh. Never fear, they're alive. They could do with some healing though. And we got a city and nobody was lost. I will absorb the city, please. Then I can take a great sword, a martyr, and an exalted versus... Yeah, I don't think I'm winning that. Not like this. Need to be a bit more prepared. Now this is a problem. I massively buffed Crusaders. So, with my wrong kind of balance mod. So this fight is actually much stronger than it would appear. And I'll explain why once I fight the Crusaders. But basically it's not happening right now. I don't remember with auto combat if you can redo it if you don't like the results. I don't think you can. And spiders, well, spiders plus wargs, it's always a little bit tricky. Because they want you. You do this, which gives Fire Strike. I don't quite want to be out of position yet. Move these over here. One of my mods is called Animalistic Evolution, which causes all animals to evolve into a new unit once they get to gold, which these aren't going to do over the course of the fight, but it's a cool mod, so I thought I'd just point it out. You're going to come around and cause me all sorts of problems. And I think that'll do for now. Yeah, this is what I was kind of worried about. I probably should have just gone in and killed the spiders. On the other hand, I can now flank them with my firebomb. I think I'm going to let them net me, even though causes so much damage. Because I don't want to move too far to position. Or they'll walk around me like madmen. I guess they did a lot of damage. And we're just going to do what we can to stop the Marauders from killing my Crushers, but I don't think I will, unfortunately. Oh, wait, here we go. Crushers can fight back. They just do it. Nice. Yeah, Crushers hit hard, but if they're webbed up like that, they're in trouble. And the nice thing about the dragons, what is their species again? The Draconians, is that they heal super fast. So they heal 6 per turn compared to the normal 4 per turn. I'm surprised I didn't actually make that even faster, like, 12 per turn or something. But the goal wasn't just to make everything more, it was to make everything feel right and be powerful, but not, just be absurd. At least not always absurd. Gonna bring you back. And good. And you're going to keep seeing what there is to see for me. He doesn't seem to be attacking. He could have taken my city. No. Won't complain. Probably get some sort of extra defense in there. One thing I never have touched is siege machines, and I really should. I should make them way better, because they're just never used. Like, it only takes 1 turn and 50 gold to make a battering ram, but that's a whole turn that you're not making something better. So it's not like if it was free, it still might not be worth it. It's one of those things. I actually, goblins I added in the wrong kind of balance mod do get a free unit, because sort of to demonstrate that point, I wasn't proving it to anyone in particular, just time is the most valuable resource in this game, so in most strategy games even, you could say. Research or special units. Give me some research. Though I'd rather have the builder's place, but will do. Not feeling fighting that. I could join in the combat, just make it that much easier. And I'll grab a bit of happiness, sure. A little bit of gold. Oh, I didn't notice those. Those are not in the game normally, giant cobwebs. That's kind of I mean, I didn't add them, but it's just they're very much a specific scenario type thing. Yeah, let's see what we got here. We have got a big old dread spider mother, queen, and some babies. Now these guys do have beast slayer, I believe. Yeah, well, everything's slayer. They just kill stuff. So they will be very beneficial. I think a choke point would be nice to have. If I can't get a choke point, I can at least bunch them all up. Like, bunch these guys up so that I can deal with them from one direction. I can cast spells with my leader who isn't here. It just costs twice as much. I think I'll save it for a quick dash. We'll see what they end up doing. The AI in this game is actually really good. It was good when the game first came out, and then they had a big update that made it way better. Pretty impressive update. This could spread them out a little bit, but I think I'll wait on that. I might do something like this. I don't really want that queen coming near me. Maybe I just... Ah, she resisted it. Okay. I'm doing this fight, well, because they attacked me, but also I'm trying to Mostly, I'm going to pin them in place with the bird. Mostly, I am trying to get some experience on my druid. Maybe longbows don't have a range penalty. Maybe that's what the elves are doing. No long range penalty. There it is, yeah. I don't know why they were Fey, but figure that out as I go. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Except for the birds dying, but better than someone getting webbed. Okay. Now, sprint allows you to ignore zones of control. I could get a flank off on this, I believe. And if you flank, they also don't retaliate, which is nice. Then if I go here, I can get another flank off. And then I guess this is where I'll give him the quick dash just to try to level him up. And not quite enough. But we survived. Except for the bird. Got another fight here. I want to risk the auto combat and see what happens. I don't think I do just yet. Not with an injured monster hunter. So another change I did was to the druids, I believe. Which is, yeah, I gave them all swimming by default. And possibly mountaineering. I made them able to travel the lands better, basically. So the razor bows made this strange choice. Move in front of their friend there. And you... Yeah, so if I just... if I park you, like, here... I rush you in here. And then maybe this is the part where I lose the entire campaign as he decides to step out of the way. Yep. Okay. Oh, no. Just going to murder my... Ow. Yeah, that probably could have gone a little bit better. You know? Just gone a wee bit better. But, there we are. I'm going to move up here and take these guys out. And then things get a little bit worrisome. Now the problem here is that the orcs have this ability here, which is Warcry, and it makes them do a lot more damage, as they will demonstrate. No. Okay. I mean, that works for me. I don't remember how line of sight works. That did the trick. Okay, so I should, in theory, just barely win this. And losing the Monster Hunter was bad. And I can't take it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. Does he has frost weakness. If I give him warm at night, his whole army will have resistance to that. Now I'm fighting a Theocrat, so Spirit of the Land is the way to go. That'll give me 40% resistance to all holy magic, spirit magic. And then he is an orc, so just getting my defense up to 10 will be good. Because you take bonus damage for every damage below 10. Every defense below 10 you are. So that'd be good just to have right there. Move you there for now. Move you forward, and we will move you ready to assault the place. Jace confirm on that. Get a little research. Doing a lot of spell casting. I don't have any scoundrels yet. Maybe I should start getting scoundrels, but like if I get Shadow Stalkers, I just win the campaign. So actually, sure, let's. How far? Oh, that's a long ways away. But I can at least start getting some units, right? And I think for the moment I will end it there and just see if everything's working, everything's aligned, and yeah. And that's that for now.